Welcome back, ladies and gents. On today's show, Tesla debuts their fastest Model S yet, Lotus shows off the Evija's driving modes, and Jeep opens a school to help you wrangle your Wrangler. Plus, Hagerty reunites a family with a truck. I'm Tiffany Stone, and this is Hagerty's Daily Driver. Let's buckle up. Lucid Motors grabbed headlines last month when they announced their upcoming Air had both a range and 0 to 60 times superior to the Tesla Model S. You guys remember we talked about that a few weeks back. Well, that was fun while it lasted. Yesterday at Tesla's socially distanced Battery Day event, Elon Musk announced that the 2021 Model S Plaid is now available to order. If you've seen the movie Spaceballs, you'd remember that Plaid is faster than ludicrous mode. And judging by the video, that is true. It features a Model S driving around WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca and some ridiculous figures. The Model S Plaid will have 1,100 horsepower, go from 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds, have a top speed of 200 miles per hour, and a range of 520 miles. For reference, a McLaren P1 went around that track in 1:30.71. A McLaren P1. Now, the Plaid won't arrive until late 2021, but if Tesla delivers as promised, their new car will best the Lucid Air in both performance and in range. Man, and I thought the horsepower wars between Ford, Dodge, and Chevy were crazy. But speaking of super fast electric cars, Lotus released a video yesterday of its Evija doing some hot laps around the Heathrow test track. Pictures of this car came out last year, but this is the most detailed look we've had at the brand's upcoming all-electric hypercar. The driving was done by Gavin Kershaw, Lotus's head of vehicle attributes. And Gavin took us through the car's 5 driving modes: range, city, tour, sport, and track. Now, track mode is the most hardcore, obviously. In that setting, the Evija delivers its full 2,000 horsepower. At the other end of the spectrum, range mode turns it down to a civilized 1,000 horsepower. I guess what would valet mode be? 700? Now, Lotus is a company known for lightweight cars, but the Evija will weigh around 3,500 pounds, making it the heaviest car they sell. Whether or not it will still feel like a Lotus remains to be seen. Want to get away from it all but don't feel comfortable driving off-road? Well, Jeep has you covered. Yesterday, they announced their first ever off-road school called Adventure Academy. The goal is to provide Jeep owners and enthusiasts with the essential skills they need to enjoy their vehicles in the great outdoors. It's kind of like Hogwarts, but for Wrangler owners. After all, what's the point of owning a new Rubicon if you don't know how to use it? And I can't stress the importance of knowing what you're doing when you're out there. Trust me, I've seen it firsthand. Just because you have big tires and locking diffs doesn't mean you can't get yourself into trouble. The classes will be taught by off-roading experts from Jeep Jamboree USA. A one-day class starts at $99, but you have to bring a Jeep with you. And it doesn't have to be a new Jeep. Any Jeep with 4-wheel drive is welcomed. The Academy will take place during the first 3 weekends in October, first in Michigan, which I've already been there, it's pretty cool, next Missouri, and then California. Hit the link in the description for more information. Coming up, Hagerty helps a family find a car, but first. Okay, so really at Holly Off-Road Park, like 2 weeks ago, this guy in an orange Jeep literally submerged himself in the mud pile. I have photos on my Instagram about it, and a wrecker couldn't get him out, a tow truck couldn't get him out, and this is why recovery is important, to know how to recover yourself from a mud pile. Also, if you don't know how deep the hole is for the water, don't drive through it. Cars are fun, but they can't really help you find something. However, the car community can. Hagerty member Walter McMillan has been on a quest. His grandfather was this guy, Walter Allen, known around town as Buddy. From 1934 to 1968, Buddy owned a dealership about 30 miles outside of Dallas. And Walter wanted to buy a car that came from that very dealership. Any car, whatever car, he didn't care. A coupe, a sedan, clown car, a truck, he didn't care. But Walter couldn't find one. So in March, he reached out to Hagerty and asked for some help. Less than a week later, someone sent him an old ad for this 1965 C10 pickup truck. That bumper kind of says it all, doesn't it? Now that ad was 3 years old, so he had to do some detective work to find the new owner. But after a lot of phone calls, emails, and even a trip to Escondido, California, the truck was his. But the previous owner had removed the bumper. Walter, I feel for you. Thankfully, 3 months later, the bumper was found and all is right with the world. Thank you, Hagerty community, for helping Walter find a piece of his family's history. Well, that's all for me today, but I'll be back tomorrow with more car news. Until then, keep driving. Hey everyone, it's me, Tiffany Stone. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button so we can keep you up to speed on all the latest and greatest car news. Just press the button.